There is a power that sits quietly within each of us, a silent, unclaimed ability that waits for our recognition, our ownership, and our direction. Too often, we imagine genius as something distant, an unreachable spark that only a chosen few possess from birth. But what if genius is not an accident of fate, but a conscious act, a willingness to take full possession of your own mind and turn it, like a compass, toward the true north of your choosing? What if genius is not bestowed but built, crafted through discipline, clarity, and relentless self-honesty? Let us journey together, step by step, into what it truly means to unlock the genius within. It begins always with awareness. Most of us move through life as if we are passengers on a train, traveling along tracks laid down by others, by parents, by culture, by the circumstances of our upbringing. We accept hand-me-down beliefs, habits, and assumptions without question, assuming that the mind is simply a vessel to be filled, not a tool to be sharpened and wielded. We react to the world's demands rather than responding to the world from a place of conscious intent. The news, the opinions of friends and strangers, the pulse of social media, even the memories of past failures and anxieties about the future, these become the loudest voices in our minds, crowding out the quiet wisdom that is our own. But what if you stopped, just for a moment, and questioned, who is truly in possession of my mind? Who is setting the agenda for my thoughts today? Am I the owner of my attention? Or am I a tenant in my own head paying rent to the loudest bidder? To take full possession of your mind is to step into radical responsibility. It is to recognize that your thoughts are not a random stream, but a river you can direct. Each belief you hold is a brick in the foundation of your reality, each one either a bridge to new possibility or a wall that keeps you confined. When you own your mind, you become the architect of your internal world. You choose what to focus on and what to release. You become the master, not the victim, of your emotions. You learn to discern between the noise of the crowd and the signal of your own intuition. This is not a one-time event. It is a daily, even moment-to-moment practice. It requires vigilance. The world is full of forces eager to claim your attention. Marketers vying for your dollars, politicians stoking your fear, peers measuring your worth by their own yardsticks. If you do not guard your mind, it will be programmed for you, by tradition, by fear, by inertia. You must become the gatekeeper, discerning what enters, what stays, and what must be shown the door. Once you have claimed ownership of your mind, the next great act is direction. The mind is a powerful engine, but without a destination, it idles, or worse, runs in circles. If you do not give your mind a purpose, an objective that is deeply and authentically yours, it will serve someone else's. It will chase goals that do not light you up, follow trends that do not serve you, and pursue definitions of success that leave you feeling empty. So ask yourself, what do I want, truly? Not what have I been told to want, not what seems safe, not what is expected. What do I yearn for, deep in the quiet chambers of my heart? What would I pursue if I could silence the critics, if I could trust that my inner voice knows the way? When you name this goal, when you set your mind toward a purpose that is yours alone, something remarkable happens. Your energy, once scattered, converges. Your focus sharpens. The distractions that once pulled you in 1,000 directions lose their power because you have a mission. Your subconscious mind, that vast reservoir of creativity and insight, begins working in harmony with your conscious will. You notice opportunities you once overlooked. Your thoughts organize themselves around this new objective. You become, in every sense, a person on a mission. But there is a caveat. The goal must be yours, not borrowed, not inherited, not a reflection of someone else's desires. Genius blooms not in the pursuit of approval, but in the pursuit of alignment, with your own deepest values, your own unique vision. When you are chasing a goal that comes from within, obstacles become bearable, even meaningful. Setbacks no longer signal defeat. They become the proving ground of your determination. Sacrifice transforms from burden to badge of honor. The path may be difficult, but it is yours, and that makes all the difference. Yet even as you claim your mind and aim it toward your chosen objective, a final and formidable challenge awaits. The world will try to sway you. It will try to discourage you, to distract you, to seduce you with comfort or frighten you with risk. Often it will do so with the best of intentions, out of concern, out of tradition, out of the simple human fear of the unknown. But make no mistake, genius is fragile in its early stages. If you do not protect your vision, it will be diluted. If you do not defend your inner fire, it will flicker and fade in the winds of doubt. This is where inner strength is forged. To live as a genius, to live with full possession of your mind, aimed at your own goals, requires a quiet defiance. It is the willingness to be misunderstood, to be doubted, to stand alone if you must. It is the refusal to let the world's cynicism shrink your aspirations to the size of its own comfort zone. You will be tested. Results may take time. Critics may scoff. Even those who love you may urge you to play it safe, to be realistic, to follow the path of least resistance. But genius is not proven by immediate results. It is proven by unwavering commitment, by the willingness to keep going when logic says quit, when evidence is scarce, when rewards are distant. Genius is the stubborn loyalty to your own intuition, even when the crowd clamors for conformity. Every person who has ever changed the world has first been out of step with it. Every visionary has first been a misfit. Every innovator has first been told, "That's impossible." Genius is not certified by the applause of the many, but revealed by the endurance of the one who refuses to yield. What then is genius, if not a gift? It is a way of being. It is the daily choice to show up with clarity and purpose. It is the discipline to think clearly when others follow blindly. It is the courage to say yes to your calling, even when it terrifies you. It is the power to stay focused on your dream when every distraction clamors for your attention. Genius is not about having all the answers. It is about asking better questions of yourself, of the world, of what is possible. It is not about never failing. It is about refusing to let failure have the final word. It is about living from the inside out, allowing your own vision, not the world's expectations, to be the blueprint for your life. You will not find genius only in laboratories or libraries. You will find it in quiet determination, in purposeful living, in the silent hours when no one is watching but you refuse to quit. You will find it in the single mother building a new future for her children, in the artist painting truth against the current, in the entrepreneur risking comfort for impact, in the student who dares to dream differently even when the world says to play it safe, in every soul who refuses to be a copy of someone else. This is genius. To live fully as yourself, in possession of your mind, in pursuit of your purpose, undeterred by the doubts and distractions of the world. Now, take a moment. Breathe. Ask yourself honestly, have I truly claimed my mind as my own? Do I steer my thoughts, or do they steer me? Have I chosen my goals, or have I inherited them? Do I defend the purity of my vision, or do I let the world dilute it? Am I living from the inside out, or am I waiting for permission, hoping that one day something outside me will change? The truth is simple and profound. Nothing changes until you do. The moment you decide to own your mind, to become its master, not its servant, is the moment your life begins to shift. It won't happen all at once. There will be setbacks, distractions, moments of doubt. But with each decision to think clearly, act boldly, and pursue your vision relentlessly, you awaken the genius within. The world does not need more followers. It needs more leaders, leaders of the self. People who are not enslaved by circumstance, but empowered by vision. People who do not wait for permission to be great. People who own their mind and, with it, their destiny. So the next time you hear the word genius, do not look upward, imagining stars out of reach. Look inward. That potential lives in you, waiting for your recognition, your courage, your discipline. It always has. The key to unlocking it is not talent, but choice. Take full possession of your mind. Guard it fiercely. Feed it with inspiration. Aim it with clarity. Direct it toward a purpose that makes you come alive. Defend it against the noise and the naysayers. Nurture it with patience and persistence. Genius is not an event. It is a process, a way of living, thinking, and being. It is the sum of small, daily decisions to live in alignment with your true self. It is found in the willingness to be different, to take risks, to speak your truth even when your voice shakes. Each morning, you wake up with a choice: to drift or to direct, to consume or to create, to let your mind be shaped by the world or to shape your world with your mind. These choices, repeated day after day, are what build genius. Not in grand gestures, but in quiet consistency. Not in the absence of fear, but in the courage to move forward despite it. You have one mind, one life, one chance to live it fully as you. Do not waste it living someone else's story. Do not surrender it to the lowest common denominator. Do not wait for the world to give you permission. The blueprint is clear. Own your mind. Choose your purpose. Defend your vision. Persist, even when the world misunderstands. Build your genius, one thought, one action, one day at a time. And remember, the world you most want to see, the life you most want to live, begins not with luck or genetics, but with a single powerful decision: to take full possession of your mind and to use it relentlessly and unapologetically to build the future that is yours alone. Start now. The genius within is waiting.